I might just turn the light off. Actually, I got too much.
Hi, Gary.
Lights on everywhere.
So, if you remember, we had half of the task done. And we still need to continue with the half of our task.
Yes.
So, if you still got a file that I provided you last time, would you be able to open it up?
Would you like me to
share your screen with that questionnaire?
Yeah, sure. How's that? This one?
Yeah, so there are the two files. So one is
yes,
the sample, the other one is the template that's got nothing written down. So for this task number 4, what I want you to do is retype the contents from the sample to the empty template file.
Yes.
And after you've done it, we're gonna go through if there is any corrections, if there's any changes to be made. And just before you finish, after you finish it off, would you be able to save it in the name memo_date_draft as per to the instruction guide?
Yes.
If you open up the instruction file, there's like specific instruction, what file name should be given to the draft file and what file name should be given to the final file.
Yes.
So I think 5 minutes would be good enough for this task.
Thanks.
But no time pressure. Finish it according, take your time and make it accurate as possible.
Yes.
For the satisfactory. And if not, there's still one more chance where we have to remember this is just a draft file. We can correct it again. Okay.
Thanks.
No pressure. So yes, let's start it. I'm going to give you a 5 minutes.
Oops. Tree planting or tree planting? Do you want me to do word for word,
Actually,
Nixon?
just retype it as is.
Planting.
You can retype as is, Kerry. So you don't need to correct it or anything like that.
Okay. Okay, would you like me to save that, Nixon?
Yes, give it a save it as per to the instruction guide.
As, say MO underscore 8, wasn't it? Draft. Oh, yes.
Cool. All finished?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Hey, no, computer errors.
What we're gonna do is, let's take a little bit of time now.
Yep.
Couple of minutes to check it and After completion of the checking process and everything is corrected, what I want you to do is save it again as a final document, and you can email it to me later.
Yep.
So let's see. Can you again open both of the files? Maybe like divide the screens with the two files.
I'll have to stop sharing, I think, to get that happening again, because I saved it.
Okay.
So I'll stop sharing and bring them back up again.
Yeah.
I think this is how I do. Yep.
Okay. So let's check from the top. Can you again scroll top from top more up here? So let's say templates. The left part is the template and the right part, I believe, is the sample.
Yeah, this one here is mine.
Yeah, that's the draft ones. Now, if you check to the two, whom we're addressing is Michael Papaluso, Murphy's Nursery. Subject is right from Mary Medley. Date is all right. First for the country on 1998 and Sunday 29/98. Yeah. First paragraph is okay. The second paragraph, and we have identified streams. As per to the requirement, what we're going to do is we're going to retype as is from the sample document. So, Kerry, what I suggest is if you check to the second paragraph, there are a couple of errors, like numerical errors. I would suggest you to keep as is.
Yeah, I can't type when it's on the same page. Can I hang on? Sure. And we have identified. It's scheduled for Saturday and Sunday. Do you want me to change the 3 to number 3?
Keep as much as possible, so no changes.
No changes?
No changes so far.
Okay.
So, Kerry, I've gone through your draft document.
Yes.
Like what I suggest is, like the second paragraph needs a little bit of attention. Keep the words as is, numericals as is, and rest of them is all fine. And after that, you can save it as a final file, and you can send it to me in an email.
So do you want me to change anything?
No changes, please. Just keep as is.
Okay. Cool. So it's all good then, all good to go.
Just save. After that, you can send me the final email with this final document, and
yes,
that should be it. So yeah, after this, we're gonna go for the next document. Next question.
Okay,
So
I've saved that for you.
Now, Kerry, that was the first observation, first practical task, which was supposed to be assessed through observation, right? Now, the next task would be the questionnaires. There are a couple of questions I would like you to answer on the basis of your experience. Let's say, for an example, you're working in computer desk, right?
Yes.
And on that basis, assume that you are sitting on a table in a workplace, typing on a keyboard. And on the basis of those experience, please answer those questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Would you want to share the screen with the questionnaires?
Oh, no, I'm happy for you to share.
Okay. I'll share the questions and I'll write the responses.
Or you could just ask me the questions if you like. I don't mind.
Yeah, I'll also share the screen with you. And
okay, thanks.
I'll record the responses on your behalf.
Thank you.
How about that?
Thank you.
Okay. So this is the questionnaire for this unit of competency. This is the second task. Yes. So we completed observation of skills. The first task. The second would be verbal questions. Yes. Task instructions. Now, if you say this, like I said, please answer to your best of your ability. If you don't understand any questions, please, again, I can explain it to you in another. I'll try to explain it to you in another way. Okay. Let me know if you don't understand the questions.
Yep.
Going to the first question. So let's say the question number 1 says, list 3 basic organizational and work health safety requirements for safe keyboard operation.
Yes. Correct desk.
So correct desk. What is would you be
correct desk for correct desk for me anyway, because I suppose everyone has a different desk. Yeah. Correct desk for me. And
so
also
is it like a desk setup?
Yeah, correct desk layout setup.
Yeah. Okay.
Also the correct chair, office chair, which I have, which raises up and down. Okay, so if combinedly, can I say like correct working setup or working environment, something like that? So desk, chair. Correct desk, correct chair. So correct. 3. It's correct desk, it's correct chair, and also I have the correct keyboard that I can actually lay the screen back for me to view as well. So correct positioning of your keyboard. Yes. Your keyboard and anything else? Keyboard and mouse. No, that's good. That's 3. Yep. That's 3. Okay. That's it. So now let's go to the second question. So what are 2 key functions and features of both physical and digital keyboard? Typing. Any features that you think about? Yeah, typing. Typing. Yeah. Yeah. Looking up the internet. Oh, that's a physical and digital, isn't it? Mm. Yeah, that's so what we use it for. Any would be fine. Like if you want, you can just like answer for each function. So for one physical, for one digital, if you want. And I've got like the enter key, which then puts my words onto my document after I've typed them. Yeah. Oh, what was that, Kerry? Can you repeat it again? It's like a function of the actual keyboard. Like you've got caps lock, for instance, then
Okay.
that puts me onto the uppercase capital letters.
So like, can I say using of a function keys?
Yes, a function key called caps lock gives me upper and lowercase. Yeah.
Using of function key caps lock, is it?
Yep.
Okay. So these are
Uppercase
the
and
two
lowercase.
functions you wanna.
Yeah. Unless you want another function, I can give you a number. Like it works as a mine works as a calculator as well.
Okay. So I think 2 would be enough. So if that's 2, let's keep it 2. So and what do you think? Like, what is an acceptable typing speed?
Oh, that's 25 words per minute when you're a volunteer. That's for sure. You can't go quicker.
Okay, so 25 words per minute. Is it?
Yeah, it's a minute. Yep.
So yeah, I think that's the last question of this task.
Terrific.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this file. So Kerry,
yes,
these are the last part of the assessment.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to assess, and I'm going to provide you feedback now.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to the first task, observation task.
Yes.
Would you be able to let me share screen again?
I think you're sharing it, so yep.
Yeah. Okay. So task 1, observation. So duration was about like 30 minutes.
Yep.
I think altogether it was around 30 minutes. We were able to do it.
Yes.
We followed the proper instructions. And the first task, let's see. The first task was about positioning your workstation, right?
Yes.
So you had your digital device, you had your key, you have your table set up, you have your chair set up. So everything was properly set up for you, right?
Yes.
And so I would give you like satisfactory for this one. Okay.
Yes.
Moving on to the second question. Looking at the message that you retyped from the as a draft message to, and you texted me. Sorry. Sorry, I think you emailed me, right? I had a look on it. And it was okay. So the text that you emailed me was this, right? This part.
Yes.
And yeah, the text was, the email was all right. So it has no errors. So it was as is. So I'm gonna put you as a satisfactory for that one. Question number 3. So that was a typing test, right? So if I look back to your document again, I think I had saved your screenshots somewhere. Let me have a look. So yeah. So this was the screenshot I had from you.
Oh, 96.9, that's pretty good.
So yeah, 96.9, the accuracy was okay. But if you remember, the speed was 25 words per minute, right?
Oh.
So gross words per minute, 23. Words per minute over here is 22. So the speed is less, right? And accuracy was okay. Corrections made 11 and 7 uncorrected errors. So overall, it was okay. It was fine. The only thing that we need to consider from this task is your speed.
Okay.
Now moving back to our observation says results. So the achievement was not there. Errors, I think it was okay. Like the correct maximum errors that was supposed to be 3 words in 100 words. So that's fine. But still, the speed needs to be increased.
Practice. Okay.
Yeah. For right now, I'm gonna put you in a not yet satisfactory. The fourth task that we were supposed to do was draft memorandum, right? If you look back to the memorandum file, there were a couple of minor errors, like changing the numerical error. One was you wrote word letter 3 instead of numerical 3, right?
Yeah.
So just minor errors. So which we're gonna fix it up anyway. So I'm gonna keep you this one as a satisfactory because it's a drafted document, which was supposed to be corrected anyway. I'm gonna put you as a satisfactory. Moving back to the question 5. I think the minor changes will be done, right?
Yep.
You know where to make the fixes. You can correct it and you can send it to me. Otherwise, there was only 1 or 2 words that was incorrect. Just fix it up, and you know that where it needs to be fixed. Send it to me email for a documentation, and yeah, I would put you this as satisfactory. Okay.
Yes.
So overall, the only mistake, or not a mistake, that needs to be improved is question number 3. So at the moment, I'm going to put you like not yet satisfactory, Gary, if that's okay.
Okay.
So that we put it's a minor thing that you're going to fix it later. Okay. Just a bit of practice, and
so I'll go home and practice typing. Hey,
yes.
Practice and practice and practice.
Yeah, it's not a big task. You can fix it later. So yeah,
it's okay.
You can have it test again, and you can check it if you want to do it with the same testing web address, typing test, and it will be done. So that's the observation task. Moving on to the second task, which is some questionnaires. So 3 basic organizational and work health and safety requirements for safe keyboard operation. You mentioned correct desk position, chair positionings, correct positioning of a keyboard. So which falls under WHS requirements. But I would suggest, I'll give you a satisfactory, but as a suggestion, for feedback, for correct desk, chair positionings, and I would combine all of them in 1 word, like correct workstation positionings, 1.
Yeah.
And correct positioning of the keyboard, that's okay. So 2nd. And the other one is like your lighting in your rooms.
Okay.
One of the requirements could be that, because if you don't have a proper lighting system, you're gonna have a bad eyesight later, right?
Yep.
So you can add 1 of that, and yeah, you'll be fine. So I'll give you satisfactory because these 3 falls under basic health safety. Now the next question is the 2 key functions and features of a physical and digital keyboard. You said typing, right?
Yep.
And using a function keys like caps lock, right? Yes, they falls under the keyboard functions. Using of a caps lock key, numerical keys, they are 1, and used for typing, they are the 1. Also, there are a lot to add on, Kerry, to add on. there are lots of other features as well, like there are shortcut keys in the keyboard.
Yep.
That's Control Alt Delete if you're
Yes.
aware of. There are the shortcut keys like that. There are Windows button.
Yes,
right?
yes. Mm-hmm.
Shortcut buttons. You can use those to operate. And yeah, you can add, what else is there? Like there are special keys like hash keys,
Yep.
question marks, percentage. Those kind of special keys are also still there.
Yes.
You can use delete buttons. So those kind of stuff are there for the keyboard functions and features. You can use them while you're typing. But still, they fall under the functions and uses of the keyboard. So I'm going to give you satisfactory. And the third one is the acceptable typing speed for a volunteer. You're in a community center. You said 25 words per minute, and that was the exact answer.
Good.
That's satisfactory, right?
Yeah.
Altogether, so this task is satisfactory, right? And then, as a competency, combining the observation task and this task, number 2, that's questionnaire. I will give you like a competency. You're competent. Because there was like the first observation task was a little bit of practice and just like minor, like what was the 23 words per minute. So it's not that bad. A little bit of practice would increase your speed. So I'll give you satisfactory and I'll give you competency level. Okay, so you're competent for this unit. And what else? So only for the feedback for you is a little bit of practice to increase the speed. And typing, your accuracy level is good enough while you type.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that should be it. You're competent for this unit. And anything else that you want me to ask about?
Oh, no, I'm good, thanks. So that means so you're saying I passed, yay.
You're passed, you're competent for this unit.
Oh, good. Thanks, Nixon. Good job.
So,
well done. Thanks.
And congratulations. And yeah. Any feedback for me before we head off or anything?
I think we did pretty good. Yeah, no, it's a good course, actually. I think you explained it very well.
Okay, cool. Then, yeah, we're going to...
Maybe just when you give the feedback at the end, maybe we don't need to go through this particular form either, that I don't need to see it. We could just do face-to-face.
Yeah, we can do that. That's not a problem. So,
yeah, just a bit of feedback, yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm going to stop my sharing now.
Yep, terrific.
You're done with this and